Hey y'all, hey, it's another episode of Bonafide podcast featuring the one and only Sean Fife, the Phifer.
Oop, 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 oop. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
How you doing
Hope
today,
everybody's
sir?
feeling well. I'm doing well. I can't complain. It's a beautiful day. So I'm outside chilling on the balcony.
I know that's right. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
That's
Hello.
a fact. That's a
So
fact.
let's get it started. So, Five, can you tell us, how you got to where you are in your sports journey?
Yeah. Well, it's been a long journey. I feel like it. But it started. It started when I was younger. I got around some good kids. I played for the New Light Disciples out of Greensboro, and then I used to train with a good guy that taught me the game. His name was rest in peace. His name was Coach Westmoreland, Rodney Westmoreland, which is he had a camp. Like he had I wouldn't say a camp. He had training sessions and stuff. He had camps too as well. But I was going like me and my sister because my sister played basketball too. So we used to go there. It was called Nothing But Basic Fundamentals, and it he used to. I used to be so mad because all we used to be doing is like triple threat stuff and stuff like that. But I didn't even realize until I got older how much that really meant. You know what I'm saying? Those little simple, small details that are a part of the game that you need. And kids don't have that these days. They just go out there and just try to just do their thing, imitate what they see. But those small details really matter. So I used to go there. I met some good friends that I'm still friends with. PJ Harrison, Trey Turner, his little brother, all of them. Brittany Drew, that runs the Drew League. I met all of them through that camp, and we're still connected to this day. Like I played in the Drew League this year as well, and yeah. So trying to think. Uh, I didn't play in middle school. I didn't play in middle school, but I played in high school. Like I'll tell you about that. Like so in middle school I thought I was something, but I just was a little overweight. But I could play with everybody, I was just a shooter. That's what it. So I got cut. I got made it to the last cut in seventh grade, and then I got cut, and that just like broke my heart, right? So I ended up playing like I went back to. I'm from Liberty, North Carolina, which is like a small, like a outside of how you go past Cousin Garden and keep going down 421. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like out there. And yeah, so I used to go back and play with my uncle's team down there. And then eighth grade, I got cut again. And I was just like, kind of like ready to give up on basketball because I was like, man, ain't no way. I know I'm, if not better than these guys, is equally as talented than these people. But they were just like in shape. You know what I mean? Well, like I guess that's what that was. Like I just wasn't in the shape that they were in. You know. So eighth grade, eighth grade summer, like going into ninth grade, that was like the biggest summer for me because like I started working out. I started running. Like that's what I like to do. Like I like to run. Like I don't know if there's any run clubs out here, but I would love to join one for sure because I love to run and because it was a pivotal part of me like coming into myself. Like I had to run. I used to be crying, running down the road, running 2-3 miles down the road just because I wanted it that bad. And it was just like so I worked out that summer. And yeah, shout out to Jordan Hanner. That was my brother too. He's a Southwest legend, Southwest Guilford legend. We both I used to get in the gym with him at New Light. Shout out to New Light. Um that's the Disciples, the AAU team I was playing with. They built a lot of good players. And but yeah, that summer we were in the gym every day, 2-3 times a day. I was running on my own time. still getting shots up where I was at. And so everybody that made, so my freshman year, everybody made, I don't know if they even do this anymore. Everybody that was playing that that was made the team in eighth grade, they were playing freshman team. And then I came and I made JV. I don't know, you are you familiar with that? Like freshman team, like when you're in the ninth
Yeah, the
grade, you can
JV,
play.
JV, varsity, and the varsities. Yeah.
Yeah, so JV and varsity, but back when I was going to school, they had something called a freshman team.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to hear about those
Yeah,
like back in the day. Like
yeah, back in the day. So I graduated 2012, so I'm a little older. But yeah,
high school
everybody that
wise, 2012.
yeah, I graduated high school 2012.
I
Yeah.
graduated 2010. So
Oh, for real? Okay,
yeah.
okay. So we were on the same. Yeah, so they definitely had freshman team, but everybody that was made the team in eighth grade, they were playing freshman ball, and I was playing JV, which is a step above freshman. In my tenth grade year, I was supposed to play varsity, but there was a district switch, and like a lot of people were that was, where they was getting cracking down on people going to different schools and
Mm-hmm.
living in a different district. They was cracking
Oh
down
yeah.
on that because a lot of people were starting to do the this when prep schools and stuff like that were starting to get popular.
Oh
So
yeah.
they was cracking down on that, and but my 11th and 12th grade year, I played varsity at Southeast Guilford. Yeah, and I had a good time. I met some good people. Like I love Southeast was a good school for me, and I went. Where did I go after that? I graduated, and I went to Atlanta Sports Academy. It's called ASA in Atlanta. I went there for one semester. Then I went. Then I went to Moravian Prep, which is in Lenore, and they have a distinguished program. Their program is actually pretty good. Like we won their first national championship with Coach Ellis. Man, shout out to Coach Ellis. He's a legend. His two sons are Eli Ellis and Isaac. They're like famous now, but they do the OTE basketball program. Like they play for them, and they be going viral and stuff. But I remember when they were like 7 or 8, probably younger than that, and like we would have 5 a.m. lifts, stuff like that, and like they were in the gym with us, like they were like lifting like at a young age. So I knew they was gonna be special. But it's funny to see how they turned out. Like they're really famous. I'm like, dang, this is insane. Like they used to be lifting with us all the time. But after I left there, I went to Davidson Davy in Lexington. It's a JUCO. I think it's like D2 JUCO. Coach Ridge. He was a good coach. I stayed there for a year, and I was going to transfer to Greensboro College, but some situations happened, and I became a full time dad. So I kind of just put the ball to the side for a while, and that's why I still play today because it's just I lost a lot of time and stuff like that, which is totally unacceptable. This life, but yeah, that's why I still play today, just because like I never lost my passion for it, and it keeps me, and I'll never forget that the relationship that I built through basketball, like were always amazing, and that's I still have these same relationships today. Like all of my friends that I went to prep school with, it don't matter if I was high school, prep school, even JUCO, like I'm still friends with all of them to this day. And like it's like a brotherhood. Like anything they need from me, they can call me, they can do it's just like, like so yeah, that's my journey. That's my journey. I'm still on it. Now I'm playing in leagues, just staying in shape because you never know when that call can come.
Hmm. And this leads to my question. You got a chance to play from the Moravian Prep, which is a huge. They have a huge kind of like history with basketball, but also led
Yeah.
to playing for you JUCO, which JUCO a lot of people like to overlook overlook JUCO. I'm like,
Right.
no, like JUCO got dogs.
Yeah,
JUCO,
that's a fact.
like JUCO's competition to me is like, you know, these are it's a doggy dog world. Like
Hmm.
everybody is trying to get. But for from your experience, what would you say are some of the misconceptions of the JUCO competition?
Um, I would say that's a great question. That's a great question. I would say like it's a very common miss. It's a common like it's common to for people to think like, oh, like JUCO. I don't want to go the JUCO route. I want to just go straight to a Division 1 or stuff like that. But you don't know understand how like those relationships that you build there, like the work ethic that you build there. I would say like because when I went to JUCO, like Coach Ridge, hell of a coach, but he ran the JUCO like a D1 program. And so it gets your mind, first off, it gets your mind and your mentality ready for a program like that. So when you walk in, you're not just shell shocked. You know what you're doing, because you're used to it. So like I would say like for anybody that doesn't have the right offers or the offers that they want to look for, I would I always advise young kids to go JUCO, just because you're maturing as a kid anyway, and there's already older adults there that can show you the groundworks that you got to put in to get there, because everybody has a different story, so you can hear people other stories, like people going through injuries that had to come to JUCO, and people like that had, because I have my teammate, he went to Lee's McCray, but he had got injured, and he came to Davidson and played with me. He was a good guy, like Gary Harrison. He was a dog, and like I was like one of the only freshmen that even played, because it was a team full of straight dogs. You know what I mean? And like I had shout out to Robert Story. He actually put me on an overseas opportunity. He's a good guy. And he played in El Salvador. He played in El Salvador, and he was like one of the leading scorers out there, but he went to JUCO with me. That's why I said these like relationships can really lead to somewhere. You never know where these relationships could lead if you being a genuine good person. You know what I'm saying? That's first off. You don't want to, if you're a bad person, ain't nothing gonna happen for you. Like you got to lead with a good heart first. But you know what I'm saying. But people will think about you and remember you for being that genuine person. And so yeah, he was a good dude. Like, but these were nothing but dogs. Like that, these people that I've named, like nothing but dogs, and it brought the best out of me during daily competition, just in practice, just competing. Like it brought the best out of me. So like just to answer your question, like it's a very misconception about JUCO. Like people will feel like that's like the low end, but it's some high level basketball being played at JUCO. High level basketball. So I would never talk down or say could have did better, because that was some high level basketball, and I met some great people, and I had an amazing coach. So yeah.
And plus, like these days, like when I was growing up, JUCO, like say, back in the day, JUCO, like if you went 2 years in JUCO, that was your eligibility, and then you transferred to another college, you
Mhm.
had 2 more years. Now these
Yeah.
days, that's changed to where you could go to JUCO and you still have your 4 year eligibility left.
Wow.
You could like
Yeah.
it's like you
So
could
much
go to
is
JUCO.
changing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you're
like
right.
you could go to JUCO now and still have your 4 year eligibility. You could play JUCO and like not lose your eligibility. Back in the day, if you played at JUCO, that was your 2 year
That was your
eligibility.
two
Then
years,
you
and you had 2 years left.
yeah, so
Yeah.
but I think, you know, the whole mindset of it's Division 1, like everybody's kind of goal, yes, like, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like you can't dismiss, like say the mid majors, you can't dismiss the
Hmm.
D2 D3 NAIA JUCO and all
Yeah.
that, because all those places can offer you something that maybe that D1 dream couldn't
Yeah.
offer you. Like
That's a fact.
would you rather showcase your talent in at a say a D2, D3, or NAIA or mid major where you're gonna get some playing time, or would you
Right.
rather just sit on the
Sit
bench
on the bench.
for like
No,
a D1 team that
absolutely not.
you just want to go
Yeah.
because it's D1? So it's like,
Right.
you know, not everything is
And
glitter. It's
I
gonna
know
be
some people that do. I know some people that did that too, and it kind of like tore their confidence because yeah, I made it to D1, but you sitting at the end of the bench. I mean, it's cool, but yeah, you made it D1, but I'd rather go to a D2 and I'm playing and I'm, big man on campus or whatever you want to call it. Like, I mean, because, and then you're playing, you're showcasing your talent. And at the end of the day, you can play D2, stuff like that, and still go overseas. It's people that's played D2 that went to the NBA still. Like, so, it's about how you play. So I mean, that's what it is. But if you're not playing, it don't even, you won't have a chance at all.
for sure. And this leads to my question. So you're part of the NC Elite team that,
Yeah.
that travels to the different competitions and leagues.
Yeah.
For you, what was it, or what was it about NC Elite that stood out to you to where like my game is going to be showcased and I'm going to be valued?
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to NC Elite, James, my boy D, Ben. These are all guys that have played overseas and they came home and started a team to prepare themselves first to going back overseas. And it just kind of grew into something major. And these guys still have overseas opportunities as well that they've connected me with. So it's just like, and we all have a good chemistry. So these guys are doing a really big thing. We play in a lot of leagues. I mean, we're playing all throughout the year, like in every league you can think of around here. And yeah, and we play high level basketball, and these guys are all of my teammates can go, every single one of them. Yeah, and so and we live off that. We live off that every day. Somebody else could have a 30-point game. I could maybe have a 30-point game one night. Two, three other people can have a 30-point game another night. Like you never know who gonna get you. So and that's what I love about it because it don't have to be just me. It don't have to be just me. It's just like it's a full team of killers, and that's what I love about it. And everybody plays hard for each other. That's the best part about it. Like just having that war camaraderie. Like I'm gonna go to war for my brothers. That's what I love about it.
For sure, because I think the biggest thing that a lot of players got to remember, especially athletes, you got to go where you're going to be valued. That's the key
That
thing,
part.
and not
Yeah.
tolerated, because
Hmm.
there's always like you got to go where you're going to be surrounded by the right people that will help you and uplift you, and not like
Yeah.
say you just another number, but like
Right.
you got to go where you're going to be valued. And that's the biggest thing that I really pray and wish that all the athletes would like learn
Yeah.
and know. Like just go where you're going to say, if they see something in you, hey, go for it. I
Hmm.
mean, go for it. Cause y'all on a whole y'all was on a whole win streak. I know that for sure. Y'all was on a whole win streak. I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
they ain't lose
Yeah. We
nothing.
we went to man, my boy, shout out to Zach, man. He doing this thing in the summer league, man. That's my dog, bro. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I've been knowing him for a long time. Like even when he was at his High Point days, like when he started at High Point and then he transferred to Pitt. Like that, bro. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude, and he's always had game. But we lost. We lost in the overtime with them, and that's what killed our win streak. But we back on one right now. We back on one right now. We ain't losing in the playoffs. The playoffs start next week, right?
I believe so, yeah. This
Yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
Ooh.
Cakewalk.
Shout out to
Cakewalk.
Zach. Shout out to
Yeah,
Zach
that's my
Austin.
boy,
Shout out to
man.
So this leads to my question. So, you got a chance to play both the League NC and Brittany's Drew Effect League. You know,
Hmm.
what does it mean to you to be able to showcase your talent at both of these pro am leagues?
It actually it means the world to me because so many people be ready for you to fall off and stuff like that. Like they'll never say it, but they be ready for you to fall off and say, "Oh, he's not as good as he used to be." So I keep that chip on my shoulder just because I don't care who's out there. I'm trying to kill at all times, and shoot, I don't care who's out there. It could be somebody grandma out there. I'm don't get out my way. I'ma do you. That's how I feel. Like I don't like it's no friends. Like and that's what I like. Some people don't have this mentality, but it's okay. But there's no friends between those lines. I love you after the game, for real. I say, "What's up, brother? I love you." Blah 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 blah. But I don't. No, I can't. I can't play with that. Like I can't be your friend in these lines. Like after the game, we can chop it up. They go maybe even go have a drink or two. But I can't play with I can't play like that. Like trying to be somebody's friend and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
no, I like to just I like to kill. That's what I do. That's what I do. I keep that mentality. I love Mike. I love Michael Jordan. He's a legend. He's the GOAT. We don't got to get into that debate, but he's the GOAT. And I love Kobe too. I love Kobe too. Like a lot of things that he built was because of Jordan, and he said that verbatim out of his mouth. So, you know, I I love both of their mentalities more so than anything. You know, the way they played and approached the game. It was very poetic, very poetic. But I love both of those leagues. I've been playing in the Drew League since it started almost, but I moved to Charlotte, so I haven't played in the Drew League in about this since this year. It had been about 4 years, about 4 or 5 years since I played in there. The first one I played in, I was one of the MVP finalists, but they robbed me of that. We ain't gonna I ain't gonna get into that. They robbed me, but um yeah, but I just love the friendly competition though. I love just because I grew up here. Like I get to come back and see everybody going through life, and it's just we can fellowship over a basketball. Like that's a beautiful thing because I feel like
That's
the game is healing. Like it's a healing factor. It's a lot of people that's going through real life stuff, but when you get out there playing basketball, it's like you don't have your life, your what's going on in life doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because you're playing a game that you love, and it brings out the best and sometimes the worst in people. But that's a part of the game. So
Man, that's so real. I always say, there's a reason why they say ball is life. I swear for gosh.
for
And
real,
I was like, I literally, it's so funny because I was literally talking to a couple people about it. Said, there's a reason why ball is life. You meet your best friends, your
yep,
brothers, your sisters through that game.
hmm
You can
that's a
also
fact.
tell how what type of person someone is both on and off the court and how they play, how they lead,
Yeah,
and what type of personality they possess. You can
yep,
also form relationships, whether it's platonic or romance. You like it gives you
yeah,
a whole almost like a whole playbook of that. Now, is ball is life? Absolutely. Now, there's some people that will take literally ball is life, like they'll idolize it and stuff, which
yeah,
that's something that's, and I
yeah.
think that's
That
one of the
I get it.
biggest things. That's one of the biggest things. Yeah, like can it be idolizing where people idolize it? Yeah, it can be, but sometimes you got to separate like ball is what I do, but it is not who I am at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's gonna be times where that ball is gonna have to stop bouncing,
Oh, it's
and
always gonna stop bouncing one day. One day it's
and
gonna
it's
stop bouncing.
and then also that transition of all the things that I've known all my life growing up was that ball. And that
Yeah,
transition to like how do I live the everyday lifestyle, that everyday nine
yeah.
to five lifestyle, which is like
Hmm.
how do I live that? Because it's like a
Right.
lot of it's like it's not taught that when you are like focused on that ball. So it's like
Yeah.
But if you think about it in a way, you could still be with that sport in different types of ways. It
Right.
don't have to be like
Right.
say a 9 to 5 job. It can be whether it's training, it could be whether it's
Hmm.
coaching, it could be like say a recruiter, or it can be like say somebody creating
Yep.
content to help you and stuff. Like
Right.
you find ways that like, yeah, I
Yep.
may not be playing
That's true.
anymore full time, but I'm gonna find a way to still connect with it and stuff.
Yep.
So
And that's a real love for the game. When you just want to still be around it, you can't get away from it. But there are avenues, like you said, that you can find that can you can still you don't have to be bouncing the ball personally, but you can still be around it and helping somebody off of it and giving people knowledge off the experiences that you went through. And like I say this all the time, like basketball is a great teacher of life. And like it's so many experiences that you can take off the court and apply it to your real life and work through situations in your real life. Like just even just the discipline part, waking up every morning, going to the gym. That's a routine. You gotta start, you can say that, oh, I gotta wake up and go to this job every day. I might hate this job, but it's the same thing. Like you gotta have discipline and consistency behind it.
that's real for sure. And this leads to my question, which first of all, I definitely see you as an advocate for women's basketball. Hello, because I was like, dang, he be waiting
Yes.
for me to do these interviews for him. I be like, he be waiting for
Uh
these post game interviews. So,
yeah.
but what inspires you to advocate for women's basketball?
Oh, that's easy. I love women's basketball because I have a sister that she was and I used to travel with her. I used to travel with her on her when I wasn't playing, I would go, and she was a dog. She played at Fayetteville State for 3 years, and I used to go to her games then, and like I used to go. She played for Galaxy. She played Brittany Drew that runs the Drew League. She played on the same AAU team, but she was older than her. So like that's how I've been friends with them for the longest time. We used to do concessions together, her and her mom and my mom, because we would have like Galaxy tournaments. We used to do concessions with them and just stuff like that. Small things I remember, but like I love women's basketball because like I watched my sister like fall in love with it. She only was playing because of me. She won't tell you that, but but she was playing because of me, and then she fell in love with it, and I just like saw the passion that she used to have behind it. Because like my mom always says, like she should have had a third child because like I love to score, and I could score it in vast type of ways. But she was like the defender, like she would have games where I mean she could score too. Don't get me wrong, but she'll have games like where she'll have like 13, 14 points, but she'll have daggone 5 blocks, 10 assists, daggone 7 steals. Like, it was like she used to have like I think she had one game, she had like a triple double with like 10 steals, 10 rebounds, like 13, 15 points, something like that. Like she was a dog in her own way. So she was and like I said, she went on to play at Fayetteville State. She signed a contract. She signed a scholarship to play at Fayetteville State. And sometimes, you know how it goes. Sometimes when you get to college and it's a lot going on, you can kind of lose the love for the game because of the politics behind it. But
Mhm.
she did her thing, and she graduated, and that's why I'm a big advocate for basketball because I grew up with some girls that were real dogs. Like I don't know if you know who Red Visuals is. Have you seen? She does the camera work for the Drew League.
Yes, 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 yes.
She was a dog. Like her and my sister played together at Greensboro Galaxy, and she played at Dudley too. So they breed killers too. And I'm talking about. I used to watch her just like her passion for the game. It was unbelievable. Her passion for the game was unbelievable. But like you said, like when you still have a love for it, you find different avenues. Like she does the camera work for the basketball, and stuff like that. Like she was amazing, man. She was amazing at basketball. Like so, I grew up around it. I grew up around it. So like I'll always push for that, and I'm glad to see what the WNBA is doing right now. Like they're pushing themselves more. Like they're you know what I'm saying. They're getting out there more because like women's basketball has always been around. They need to be getting paid more for sure. Like they need to be getting paid, and it needs to be like I feel like they need to have like a developmental league, like how the NBA has the G League. Like I think they need to have like a developmental league for girls too that don't make it to the NBA because there was a lot of girls that, like my sister. I remember my sister played against Paris Key. They beat
Mm-hmm.
them. Like they
I
beat
remember.
them. Yeah, like Paris was a dog.
Oh yeah.
But like my sister, like she played at Southeast Guilford too. She started as a freshman, and yeah, started on varsity as a freshman and played all 4 years. And like she used to really clamp a lot of everybody, the people that everybody thought was good. She used to clamp that. Like that's my word. So that's why I'm big on this. She used to go, and I love watching her play because girls play with a different passion than guys. They play with a way different passion, like because there's I mean, you do have some athletic girls, but it's all like under the rim and what I'm saying nobody dunking and doing all that, so you got to be very fundamentally sound in how you play the game. So I love that about girls basketball. I like to watch it just to they play with a deep passion that some guys don't even have. So I love to see it. I love to see it for sure.
Man, you pulled a big one with a bag with Paris Key. It's crazy because I used to. Oh my gosh, my old team, my old college team that I managed, we had to play against Paris Key at Carolina, and I was
Oh
like,
really?
yes,
Oh,
I was like,
boy, she came
man.
into her own there though. She was boy.
And the
Yeah,
fact
she
that
was
Paris
tough.
Key and the fact that Paris Key ended up going in the draft for the WNBA, people forget that. I'm
Yeah.
like, so. But
Hmm.
first of all, shout out to Red. Red be hard with
Yeah.
those visuals. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I
I
can.
got me one this summer too. I had to get me one because it's like this is my family too. Like that's my family. I grew up with them. Like her brother and her brother is like we were like super close. Like and like we said, we used to be at all the tournaments together. And like that's my family for real. So I had to go get me a red visual now.
I know that's right. And this
For
leads to my
sure.
question. Um, the Greensboro, Winston-Salem area has a huge, rich history when it comes to hoops. So for
Yeah.
you, what does it mean being part of the 336 hoop history?
Um it means a lot. It means a lot to me. I'm just trying to, build the legacy that, like I could be proud of. And that's why I keep going still to this day because I'm not finished. And so I just want to, keep adding to my resume and keep playing good basketball. And just, I want to be remembered for the passion that I play for, not even just the points or just, scoring or anything, but I just want to be remembered for the passion that I had for the game. Like I studied like the people that came before me, like, the good guys. I can name shoot PJ and he went to the camp too. I don't know if I said him already. Like he's a good that's my dog. That's my dog, man. I still train with him to this day. Like shout out to Greenlight Academy. Y'all go tap in with PJ, man. He doing a good thing over there at Oak Ridge. So yeah, just like a lot of people, everybody knows about Chris Paul. Like, that's he's a legend within himself. And I'm trying to think of some other people.
You can't forget
Um,
Josh Howard. Come on, the general
Josh,
Josh
oh,
Howard.
of course, Josh. Of course, Josh. Like he's a legend. He's a legend, man. And I hate the way they did Josh because it's funny like how the NBA has changed so many rules, but those guys like Josh had to go through certain things just for them to change those things. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, he's a legend. At Brandon Haywood, legend out of Dudley, and it's a lot of unspoken legends that I'm trying to think of right now that I can't. Well, let me see. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see.
It's so many.
Some guards. I'm trying to think about some guards. I can think of some people my age that didn't even get a lot of, like Jaquel Richmond was a he's a
Oh,
I feel like he's a
Quail! Oh my
legend.
gosh.
Yes,
Okay.
like that's my brother. I grew up with all of them. Like Sam, shout out to Sam. He was a dog. Sam Hunt was a dog. Deontay Baldwin. These are all people I grew up with. Deontay Baldwin. He's still playing. So shout out to him. Um I wish him more blessings on his journey. I hope more contracts keep going. Trying to think of some other guys. What's my boy's name? I can't even think of his name right now. He went to Appalachians. Mike Neal. Mike Neal, a legend. I had to. He's a legend for sure. Mike Neal is a legend, and he went to Appalachian State and had a great career. Shout out to Dewan. Dewan, he's out of Charlotte. I know he went to Charlotte. He went to University of Charlotte. He's called the point guard. That's what they call him, the point guard.
Oh.
Yeah he yeah he's a good guy. Like I trained with him a couple times when in Charlotte. He's a good guy. He got game too. He got game. So yeah, just being like just being a student of the game, like knowing your history just means a lot, you know. So the 336 got a lot of dogs. Like I don't think people understand how many dogs we got, but
Man.
yeah, growing
Man,
up,
you
it was a survival tactic for real. You had to survive. You had to be one of them ones just to even compete.
it's so crazy. When you mentioned to Quail Rich, I was like, man, I remember Quail when he was at UNC. Well, before he went to
Yeah,
UNCW, he was at Middle Tennessee, and he was on
yeah,
that Middle Tennessee that did a whole upset against one of
yeah.
the teams in the NCAA tournament. And
He
then he
was
went to
there.
UNC. Yeah, and then
Mhm.
he went to UNCW, and I was at UNCW. I was like, God
Oh word.
dang!
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
that was
that's
my
my bro. That's my brother. I used to walk to Quail's house from my mama house. I used to walk to Quail's house. It's funny because I used to I would Sam stayed in the right in the middle of us. So I go to Sam house, I get Sam, and we'll go walk to Quail house and we'll go to Brown Center right there, because he stayed in Bethany Trace. But yeah, man, shout out to Benny, man. His dad, man, he raised a dog. That boy, and that's why like a lot of when I was growing up and why I went to prep school and stuff like that, because like the people I was around were getting like real offers. And I'm like, but they were playing at high level AAU tournaments too. So like I remember just being at Quill's house and just seeing so many letters. Like I'm pretty sure he had every ACC school, every ACC school. Like he used to give me just so much gear and stuff like that. Like that was my brother, man. And I used to just be like, I'm as equally as talented. Why is this not coming from me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not on no hating, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what's the difference? And as I
like.
got older, I understood what the difference was. It was like you got to be playing in these high level tournaments. It's really the EYBL circuit. Like you got to put your name out there on these sneaker circuits. I would say like the Nike circuit, the Adidas circuit, like all of these. That's where you get your offers from. And Quell, Sam, these boys was going. They was killing. They was killing. So shout out to them, man. Like we had some epic battles. I played against Sam in high school. We had some epic battles, man. But just Dudley was just better than us. But he know what's up with me. That's my brother though. I love him.
Man, man, I gotta shout out some good peoples on the 336. First of all, shout out to the one and only H Jizzle H Harry
Nah,
Giles.
my
Come on now.
dog. I don't know why I didn't even think about. I was trying to think about some guards, like, but yeah, shout out to Harry, man. That's my dog. That's my
Shout out,
dog.
shout out to Harry. Shout out to Be Chill. you
Yeah, be
know.
chill, a dog. He
All,
Harry went. My mom taught at Winston Prep, so yeah, like Harry was one of them ones for sure. Before he even went to Wesleyan, he was at Winston Prep. So yeah, that's a little history. My mom taught, like, she's been teaching in Winston for a long time, so I know a lot of those guys because I used to be up there. I used to be up there, man. So like even before Harry, Greg McClinton, I think. Yeah, McClintock. I might be saying it wrong. But yeah, Greg was a dog too. Greg was a dog. Before there was Harry, that was a Greg. Greg McClinton. He know who I'm talking about. I don't know where he ended up going, man. I need to look into that because he was a dog.
so this leads to my question. I always say that athletes are humans first. So for you
Yes.
as a black man, a black father, and an athlete, how important is mental health to you?
Oh, mental health is extremely important, man. Extremely important. Like, I think, like, even though I don't think it should be like a mental health month, it needs to be mental health years, like all year round. Like, because like you never know what people are going through, and like the situations that people have been through, how traumatic that has affected their mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been some things in my life personally that, saying, I had to work through, and I've gotten a therapist and stuff like that just to, like, unwind these thoughts, because if you don't, it'll really eat at you, and you'll start making bad decisions, coping with things that you don't need to do, like drinking and smoking, saying stuff like that, which people just use. They don't even know, like, a lot of people just smoking every day because they depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're depressed, they're drinking every day because they're depressed. They don't know how to unpack the depression. And like, you once you learn to unpack that, like, you'll even see, like, in your day-to-day life, you don't even need that stuff. Like, you don't even need none of that stuff. It's okay to unwind. I don't judge anybody, and it's okay to unwind and have a few drinks here or stuff like that, have some wine. I'm a wine drinker. I love wine. Like, that's my big thing. I don't really do the, like, hard liquors and stuff anymore, but but like I say, but it's everybody just needs to, everybody has their own thing of what they do, but mental health, you just don't want to get, those things can drag you to a deeper hole that you got to dig yourself out of. And that's just what I mean by that. So, yeah, like, your mental health is everything. Like, I just wish, like, we had a lot more black men that were speaking on that, or to teaching other black men how to unpack that, unpack depression, unpack like, just like different social skills that they need to have to get through where they're going, like, mentally, because some people just can't communicate these things. Like, if you can't communicate these things, you don't even know what's going on internally. So yeah, it needs to be more black therapists, black Christian therapists, like, I would say, like, because just a black man, like, the world can get, like, it can get hectic, man. And we're just told and we're taught to just suck it up. That's life. And some things are, yeah, it is just life, but some things you got to speak on and you got to unpack, because, like, they'll really eat at you. So yeah, that's what I would love to see more of that.
How do you intertwine your faith and basketball simultaneously?
Oh, that's big. That's big. That's a great question. Like, I use my faith to keep me going. Like, even when I don't even have, like, even when I'm not goal oriented, I keep my faith. I keep, like, me going to the gym, like, it's like my way of giving God praise, like, through what's the word I want to use? Through the daily disciplines. Like, the daily disciplines of just getting up, going to the gym, like, like I just listen to worship music while I run my miles. I lift and stuff like that. And it's just like I just want him that to be like a sacrifice of praise, like because I just want because I love God and He's brought me through so much, and like a lot of people that have probably seen what I've seen would because I've lost so many brothers and stuff on the way, like. That can drive people insane, but if you have God and you know God doesn't make any mistakes, then you can kind of keep going. And yeah, so I feel like my faith is a big part of what I do every day. And I get that from I get that from my mom, like, cause she's a praying mother, and my grandmother too. Like they're prayer warriors, and I'm still living off their prayers. So like I just try to keep that same faith that I've seen implemented in their lives, and I see how good God has been to them, and I just want to just reciprocate the same energy, and because I've seen faith walkers and I've seen them, I see what God has done for them, and I just want Him to move in my life just the way He moves in my family's life, and like I'm a big family guy, like I love my family to death. Man, shout out to my sister, everybody. I ain't gonna get the naming folks, but yeah, my sister, she's a big part of my life too. She helps me with my kids, and she helps my mother helps me and my grandmother, and so like they're big, and everybody like I play drums at the church too. I've been doing that for like 20 years. I'm 32. Yeah, like 21 years. I've been getting paid to play the drums for about that long. So it's just like even when I was in college, I would come back home and like try to make a little change to get me through the week. Like yeah, like I've always done that, and so but that's kept me closer to him too. Even when I was out in the world doing fleshly things and had fleshly desires, I was still because God looks past all that and He looks at the heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what's really big for me. Because people will be like, oh, you was just in the club, now you in church, like like I just tell people, God knows my heart. Like I mean, I'm still living. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm 21, 22. Like you know how that go. I'm just like I'm trying to figure it out, but like I said, I just thrive on that. Like God knows my heart for sure, and He knows I will, and He knows what I will and won't do, and I'm not easily sorry, somebody was walking by. But I'm not easily like influenced, I say. I know I done seen some stuff and I had to walk away from some things that was going on, so like you just gotta have that discernment, like to know right from wrong.
Look, man, it's everybody. I know for sure. Like a lot of people, it's so crazy how some people like, they'll try to. I always say like some people like you gotta respect a lot of people's different faith. Like some people's walk of faith is so different from say another person. So
Right,
like whenever I hear some people like try to like make someone's sin much bigger than their own sin, I'm like
right,
you throwing stones and trying to hide behind your
yeah,
hand, even though like acting like you don't have your own skeletons in the closet. I'd be like, all right,
right,
now let me go ahead
right,
and I'd be like, for me, I'd be like, how I be living? Be like, look, when you pray, drink water, mind the business that pays you. You know, you're gonna feel
right.
look young for the rest of your life. That's it. Like,
Hmm.
it's like I know my walk of faith is different from the next person. But one thing
Yeah,
for sure is, you know, unless your hands are clean and unless your hands are clean and you are, wiped
yeah,
away from sin, you ain't gonna say
yeah.
nothing.
Ain't
So
nobody there's only one perfect man in this world, and that's Jesus. And ain't everybody's hands are dirty. Like
So
everybody, like I don't care. Even if you a nut, a monk, or whatever, those people that just don't do anything, or everybody's hands are dirty. Because even if you say you didn't do anything, you've thought unclear thoughts. You thought you know what I'm saying. Like you can't run from it. But long as you repent and and that's what Jesus died for. You know what I'm saying? For the unclean hearts, for the impure spirits. Like he died for all of us. And as long as you accept him and try to live as righteously as you can, yes, you're gonna make mistakes. Yes, you're gonna things are gonna happen to out of your control where you can be like, hey, if I don't some people be like, if there was a God, why would he let this happen to me? You don't know why he's
it's
sending
for him to know and for you not to know. It's for him.
exactly
It's some things. One thing for sure is some things that it's for him to know and for us not to know. Basically, it even
right,
says
right,
for his thoughts is high. For his thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways.
right,
So it's like
right.
we ain't supposed to know. There's a reason why. So
Exactly. And some things happen to you to test your faith. Simple as that. Like some things happen to just be like, will you turn your back on God just because one situation happened, or will you get closer to Him? And that's where that's in my faith journey. I've had to get closer. When things start getting rough, I get in my Bible. Like I get in my Bible, I start reading because it's just like these things are happening for a reason. It's a level up. And if you look at it like that, if you look at it like that, then those things are start to happen. Like I like to get in my Bible, but that's really what it is. And I just get something random. I start reading just something random. I open the Bible. I don't know. I hate to call it like this. It's like I call it like Bible roulette. Like I just open it up, and whatever is there is like to speak. It speaks to me. Like I just let Him lead me. Like I don't pick no specific passages or anything like that. Like I just get to reading, and He'll talk to me through there. Like I like to do that. Like that's a big thing I like to do for sure. Like I like to get in my Bible and get to reading and just anything wherever I open it.
this leads to my question: is if there was a word or phrase or a scripture to describe your journey so far, what would it be?
Um, keep going. Simple as that. Simple as that. Because I've had some things that I've let set me back, and I just feel like it was like God, just like I said earlier, just God testing me to testing my faith. And I have stopped, you know what I'm saying? I stopped before, and it didn't do nothing for me. Like it didn't stop and did nothing for me but torment my mind. So I just want to keep going, just not even torment my mind, just the simple fact of what could have happened, and what should have happened, what I felt like should have happened. But just to keep going. And it's funny, like I even say that. I'll shout out to another legend. I gotta shout out another legend real quick, because JT Terrell, that's my brother. We do music together, and we actually made a song, and that's what it's called. It's called "Keep Going." That's what really made me think about that. But yeah, it's just because only God can ease the pain, so you just gotta keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to keep going, keep your trust in God, and just let Him work His wonders, because He's a miracle worker, and He's the author and the finisher. So you just got to trust His plan and know that everything gonna work out. Even if your plans don't work out, His plans always gonna work out. So just stay grateful, for the small things, just staying grateful for the small things. But yeah, if I had to sum up my life, and just keep going with your head high. Don't ever get down on yourself. Yes, mistakes do happen, but you take responsibility, and you just keep going for sure.
That's real. So, one more question. So, before this one more question, I
Okay.
had asked a lot of the players on my post game interview, like their Mount Rushmore of North Carolina Hoopers.
Hmm.
So, since this is your time, who
Okay.
who is who is in your Mount Rushmore of North Carolina Hoopers?
North Carolina,
Like Hoopers
just
from North Carolina.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's number one. I really would put all four of his faces on there, but I'm not gonna do that. But I go Mike. I go Chris Paul. Hold on, Mount Rushmore. That's five, right? Or four?
Or
Four. Okay. All right. Yeah, Mike, CP. Um, this where it get hard. Dang, I don't want to leave nobody out. It's some legends. I really, a lot of people not gonna like say this, but like we gotta put Brandon Haywood up there. He got two NBA rings. He got two NBA rings. I gotta put him up there. Straight out of Dudley High School, man. Um, who else would I put? Can I give you five,
I'll do
please?
the exception. Do the
All right,
exception. We'll do the
just make it one exception. Don't let nobody else do this. But I'll go PJ, and I will go JT Terrell for sure. Or you can interchange either one of them. Like I like that. But I do got some honorable mentions though. But they not from. See, I would have put Quincy in there. Quincy Miller.
Hey, Q
Yeah, my
Miller.
boy. I would have put him in there, but he really from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he was raised in North Carolina.
yeah,
He was
but
raised
he
in North
was
Carolina.
raised in North Carolina because I went to as a kid. Like I told you, my mom graduated from Winston Salem State, and I went to quality education,
Mhm.
and that's the school he went to first before he came to Westchester. So I'm familiar with that area, and like Quincy was a dog.
Q Miller time. Bow.
Nah, for
Now,
sure. And then like before, and this was crazy because like back in the day, like before even like the hoop, like the day to lives, you know how people do the day to day lives,
yes,
and they were
bruh.
doing that back then. Like
Yes.
like they were trendsetters with that for sure. Like shout out to Sadiq, that's my boy, Sadiq and Deuce, good people. Like yeah, man, I mean, not even Greensboro, just North Carolina in general, man. Like this really is the hoop state. Like cause them boys that go like D1 sports, like them boys was tough. Them boys was tough, man.
Man,
Like they had a lot of legends. They had a lot of legends on there.
man, Quincy Miller, like, give this man his flower. Like you said, the
Yeah, a
man
lot of
brought
people don't see. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't bring him up. That's why I say I gotta throw him in there. Just
like people don't like before like yes the college athletes do the day in a life, especially with content and NIL. But this man
hmm
was doing the day in a life,
Yep,
was doing itself. And
yep.
the man was swaggy. This man
Yeah,
was
nah.
so
He got yeah.
swaggy.
He can dress. He can dress
Man
too.
was so
He can
swaggy
dress
and
and
his
he could
media
go,
day.
bro. He was just a dog. Like he had like a mentality of his own too. Like he was like a dog eat dog world. He's coming to kill. I don't care who you is. Quincy coming and he gonna pop it.
And the man made it say talking about it's too easy. It's too
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
It's too
That's
easy.
legendary.
On those
It's
ballers left in my
easy.
balls. It's
He used to
easy.
go
The
crazy.
man, I had asked some of these people. I remember when I asked some of these people on the post game interviews, like their top four, like their Mount Rushmore. Oh my gosh! Like I posted it, it was fire. But when
Yeah, I
I had
saw.
people say, but when I saw people like put like, why you ain't have John Wall on here? Why you ain't have this, bro? Like
Yeah.
I'm just like these are
What's
people's
crazy
lists.
is I do be forgetting about John though. He definitely should be up there, and he definitely should be. I be forgetting about John, but yeah,
I'm
he's
like
a
these are
legend. But Quincy used to carry them. That D1 sports team, Quincy used to carry them. That's my word. He did. Like John was just the. the household name, but Quincy was the workhorse, the dog. Like, like for sure. Like
I
JT Terrell, he was on that team too. JT Terrell, Star Gel Love, like them boys was tough. They were loaded. Then my young boy, hey, shout out to my young boy Theo Pinson, a dog, another dog.
um
He went to Southeast. A lot of people don't know that. Like Theo went to Southeast. That's where I went to high school at, and, middle school and high school. Like he was a dog. Like he was a dog, and he went to the league, and he won a national championship. We got to put Theo in this conversation. Like we got Theo definitely got to be in the conversation. I ain't heard not one person say Theo. Like
it's just so
he
interesting.
won a national championship. That's tough.
It's just so interesting because it's like when I was like, these are people's lists. Like this is just mind you, I'm like, these are people's lists, their own list. This is not like say this is their own list. Like when people are like,
Hmm.
y'all ain't got no John Wall, but like this is somebody's own list. Now, if you want to put John Wall
Yeah.
on your list, that's cool. But
Yeah.
y'all just like bash at other people's lists because they don't have like this
Yeah.
player. Like this is people's list. Like this is
Yeah.
now. Don't, don't get us wrong. John Wall was that dude. Let's get. I
No,
mean, I
no, for
don't know.
sure.
Mind you, I don't know another player
For
whole
sure.
that had a whole song and a whole dance named after him.
Nah, that's
Like,
a fact. That's a fact.
like
Then he went to DC and he's a legend there. Like people treat him like he from DC.
exactly. So,
Yeah,
but
he's a legend.
this leads to my question. So I always ask my guests this question because bonafide means authentic and unique, but for the men, the authenticity. So what makes Sean Fife Dog Phifer authentic, and what makes your story stands out?
Um, I feel like what makes me authentic is the mistakes that I've made in my life. So like I'm a human being. I make mistakes, but I'm still fighting, and I'm still trying to push myself to be the best version of me. So and I'm like what you said. I'm raw, authentic. No clean cuts. Like you can't edit this. Like this is real life. Like I'm a firm believer in that. Like I just I'm myself at all times. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm not trying to like act like somebody else. I do my own thing. I wear my own clothes. I got a brand coming soon. Y'all stay in tune for that. I got a brand coming soon. I'm about to drop some stuff real soon. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, that's about it.
That's real. Five, can you let the folks know how where they can find you, follow you, and any upcoming games and events happening your way?
Okay, well we playoffs start next week in the league. Shout out to my boy Steve. He
Shout out to
doing a good thing.
Steve.
Shout out to Steve. You gotta shout out Steve, man. He doing a
Shout
great
out to
thing.
Steve.
I know it get hard for him sometimes, but he keep going, man. This is a beautiful thing he's doing, man. A beautiful thing he's doing, man. But yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. My name Sean Pfeiffer, and Instagram I'm Coast Rich Fife, CoastRichPhif. And I say coast because I'm from the east side of Greensboro, So that's the coast. If you know, you know. You feel me? So yeah, Coast Rich Fife on all handles, all platforms. That's me.
Y'all be
I
sure to
thank you.
follow the Y'all be sure to follow the man, the myth, the legend himself,
Yeah.
Five Dog at Coast Rich Five on Instagram, and be sure to follow NC Elite N.C.E
Yes.
on
Yes.
Instagram as well. Be sure
Tapping
to
with my
check out
brothers.
Be sure to follow and check out Five and the NC Elite in at all the games for the League NC and the Drew Effect. Drew
Yeah.
just completed, but you can check
Yeah.
out the NC Elite team at the League NC
Mhm.
and the surrounding area. So, but big shout out to Five for coming on the podcast, and be sure to
Yeah.
check out.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. You keep doing your thing. This is a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cry later on. Happy tears. But be sure to check out the live replay of Bonafide Her Podcast, episode 247, featuring the one and only Sean Pfeiffer. Thank you guys for
Whoop, whoop,
tuning
whoop, whoop, whoop.
in.
Thank y'all for tuning in,
Peace.
man. Thank you. I appreciate